Danica Patrick, and we're trying to remind everyone that it is
It's Valentine's Day, Alan.
Yes, NASCAR.com has brought you a gift.
Yes.
Wow.
I get to give it to you.
This is the first flower I've got all day.
Wow. Who should that be a hint to?
He's been busy.
He's been. Wait, now don't let him off the hook like that. Come on, Danica. You are stronger than that. You should tell him. And he tweeted last night he was out late getting you a card.
Yeah, it's till midnight.
See? Okay, that's a good point.
We're talking about you being contender for Rookie of the Year. We're also talking a lot about what's going on off the track. A lot of the talk has been about that. So what's that like as a race car driver? Is it hard to focus on one
See,
or
the
not the
problem
other?
why I didn't understand is because you asked me like 2 questions or 3 there. You like, what do you want to know about? You want to know about Rookie of the Year? You want to know about...
The balance between the two. Tell me about that.
All right. Well, I mean, it's not any different than we've competed against each other every year. So, Rookie of the Year is one of those things that, you want, sure, but more than anything, you just want to have a good season. You want to keep improving, and he's a really good driver, very talented, and clearly, so I know that it's going to be tough, but I believe we can do it. Tony Gibson and me and the boys, I think that we've got a good chance this year. But more than anything, I just want to have a good year, and I don't think that can be dictated necessarily just by Rookie of the Year. I think that's, where did we start at the beginning of the year and where did we end at the end of the year, and that's going to be the most important thing for the long haul.
Your first Daytona 500 didn't last long. Does that tick you off?
I tell you what, I think I had the worst Daytona last year ever. Minus the qualifying on the pole, the first one. The first one. I mean, I qualified on the pole in the Nationwide Series, which was great, and great for Tony Jr., who's the crew chief. I essentially got taken out by my teammate in the Nationwide race, and then I get crashed out on the last lap of the duel, and then I basically get crashed out on the crossing the start-finish line to start the second lap of the Daytona 500. That's pretty much about as bad as it gets, other than qualifying terrible in the Nationwide race. But anyway, bad ultimately because there was obviously so much speed in the car and such a potential to do well, and then having that happen. So it was. I'm thinking it's definitely just going to be a better Daytona this year.